Hey guys, welcome back for another Hearthstone video. In today's video, I'm continuing the Whizbang series. This time, I'm going to be speaking about the Big Bad Voodoo deck for Shaman, which I believe I've already posted about before, but just to get in a couple more, and I don't think I did the deck breakdown last time for this either. So originally, I really did not care for this deck, and I still don't like it a whole lot, but it can be a lot better than I originally thought. You've got two different win conditions here. And so we'll go through it and we'll talk about it. It's surprisingly an expensive deck at 8,400. Definitely would not craft this. So you got totemic, so totemic. Either way, smash. It deals 2 damage and overkill. Summon a basic totem. You don't even get to choose which one. I do not care for this card at all. It's pretty much just a deal 2 damage. Unstable Evolution is one of the most important cards, so it transforms a friendly minion into a random one that costs more. So this is obviously very, what do they call it, high roll or whatever. It's random, it's luck based, you have to get real lucky with it, but it can be super good. Voltaic Burst, that summons 2/1/1 Sparks with Rush. It's good to clear things out or just to get a bunch of minions on the board. Big Bad Voodoo is give a friendly minion death rattle, summon a random minion that costs 1 more, again just about upgrading. Earth and Might, give a minion +2/+2. If it's an elemental, which this has lots of, then you get to add another random elemental to your hand. Flame Tongue Totem is one of the most important cards, and for me, I would say the most reliable win condition, and I'll talk about how in just a second. Primal Fin Totem is the other one that pairs with this. You see this, if you've seen people running even Shaman, you see these cards a lot. It's really just like an aggro deck. So Electra Storm Surge, your next spell this turn casts twice, and really there's only one spell that you really want to use it with. I mean, you can use it with the upgraded minion, but that's not all that important because it only costs 1 in the first place. Zentimo, that's good to use with the one that upgrades a minion, because it targets adjacent minions as well. If this deck ran Hex, it would also be good for using against enemies. Bloodlust is give your minions +3 attack this turn. This is the one that I would try to pair with Electra, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Thrall Deathseer, so he's probably the worst hero card out of all of them. So, and to be honest, when I first started playing this game, I went up against somebody who had it, and I thought it was so cool, and I crafted it, ended up disenchanting it like 2 weeks later, so that was 1,200 dust down the drain. Firefly just gives you some cheap minions, obviously, and their elementals. Tar Creeper, elemental, he's good, cheap, +3 attack on your opponent's turn. Serenite Chain Gang, also real good. Corridor Creeper, it costs 1 less. It's just so easy, especially with this deck, to get him costing 0. Giggling Inventor is obviously great, even after the nerf, where it can be. And then Rabble Bouncer, he's a taunt with 2/7, but he costs 1 less for each enemy minion. So I'll go through the 2 different win conditions real quick. So you either want to use Corridor Creeper, Giggling Inventor, or Rabble Bouncer. So you wait till they have a bunch of minions, and you play him, and he's, let's say, costs 2, and then you can upgrade him a bunch with the card that costs 1, and then you can get up a really high cost powerful minion really quickly. Same thing with Giggling Inventor. You obviously don't want to use it on the 2 mechs next to him, but if you use it on him himself, he's a 2/1 that costs 7. So using it just once is going to give you a random 8 cost minion that's way better than a 2/1. And same thing with Corridor Creeper. He costs 0, you play him, and then you upgrade him, as many times as you want, pretty much. And then you get lucky, and you can win that way. The second way is to get this guy out, and then it starts summoning a bunch of 1/1 Murlocs. You put this down in between some of them, and then you put Electra Storm Surge down, play Bloodlust, and boom, you've got a board full of 7 attack minions at the least. So those are the 2 easiest ways to win, obviously. But let's go ahead and watch a couple matches. Okay, so this first match is real short. I was at rank 18 at the time, I believe. For your mulligan, you want to try to get the card that summons the 1/1 Murlocs and the totem that gives your adjacent minions +2 attack. Flame Tongue Totem there. Corridor Creeper is not a bad option either. Why didn't he play his quest on the first turn? Sorry about that, I got interrupted. But anyways, yeah, really weird he didn't play his quest on the first turn. That was also kind of silly. This guy's playing like he's at rank 30, but this is rank 18, so it's kind of weird. Alright, we'll go ahead and watch one more. So at this time I was ranked 19 and going up against a priest, obviously. And I was going over the deck, I missed Warbringer. I'm not a fan of that card either. We're going up against a quest priest, so this video is a lot longer, because I think he does get the quest done. That was dumb of me. I wasn't paying attention. I should have summoned that on the other side of the totem. Got a shit ton of cards in my hand from that legendary, or I'm sorry, from that one card over there. That was a really good way for him to clear things. That was dumb of me. I could have summoned a random minion that cost 5 because of my armor, but I put too many minions out. Alright, so those two videos were both perfect examples because it showed you kind of both win conditions and let you see how good the deck can be. But other than that, let me know what you thought of this video, and I'll see you back next time.